Spring break is supposed to be the most relaxing week of the school year. No alarms, no homework, no teachers reminding you about assignments you forgot existed. Just freedom. But the funny thing about spring break is that everyone's experiences is completely different. Some people relax, some people disappear. Some people somehow manage to make their week even more stressful than school itself. So today, we're breaking down the cringe and awkward types of students during spring break. Number 1, the worker. This student actually spends their spring break working, and it's actually for one of two reasons. Reason number 1, their parents force them to get a job after seeing their last report card and are making them start contributing at home by paying the bills and doing chores. Or reason number 2, they just want some money so they can actually have some fun, like buy new clothes, games, weed, save for their first whip, or maybe to get some extra cash to start a side hustle. Every morning before their shift starts, they say the same thing. Ah shit, here we go again. Then they clock in, do the absolute bare minimum for 4 to 8 hours, like stacking boxes, running the cash register at checkout, pretending to reorganize shelves, then they clock out, repeat, and wait for payday at the end of the week. And honestly, this might be the most respectful person on this list. This guy is actually building a small bag, low-key the most chill student on the list. Number 2, the Bedrotter. This person has the same exact spring break routine every single year. They wake up at 3 p.m., immediately grab their phone, check YouTube to catch up on the influencer drama, then they slowly crawl out of bed like a vampire. Seeing sunlight for the first time in weeks, they walk to the kitchen, open the fridge, and that's their daily sunlight exposure. For lunch, they grab a Lunchly and a Prime like it's a balanced diet, go to the toilet and do their business. Then it's right back to bed, where they spend the next 8 hours of their day scrolling TikTok brain rot, watching conspiracy theories, reposting iShowSpeed and Kai Cenat edits, and playing some random Roblox game. By the time spring break ends, this person has completely disintegrated from society, and when he finally comes back to school, his communication skills, attention span, and IQ is worse than a prehistoric caveman. Not like they were much better before, but still. Anyway, moving on. Number 3, the self-improvement week person. Every spring break, there's always one person who decides this will be their transformation arc. This week will change their life. They start eating only whole foods strictly from wooden cutting boards, like they're in a Viking documentary. They start waking up at 6 a.m. after watching one David Goggins edit to go on a run. They spend their entire allowance trying to dress old money. Then they buy Andrew Tate's Hustler University and decide they're starting a digital marketing business. 2 days later, they're attending their first experimental boxing class and immediately get their ass whooped. And you already know they're posting all of it on their Instagram and Snapchat. They will add captions like, "The grind is lonely but worth it," or "Nobody's more dangerous than a man who needs to prove himself." Relax, buddy. You're definitely not the danger. The funniest part is that you just know within 1 week of school starting again, the whole identity collapses. They're back to being the same NPC as before, except now they're broke because they spent all their money trying to become someone they saw in a motivational edit. Number 4, the family trip hostage. This student did not choose their spring break. They were abducted. One random morning, their parents wake up and say, "Pack your bags." Next thing you know, they're being shoved into a white minivan, crammed next to their cousin Billy, who's a complete weirdo, and their other thought cousin Emily, who is somehow always causing chaos. Then the road trip begins. The entire week is basically 50% of the time crammed inside the car, 20% sleeping in terrible 2-star motels, 20% visiting the most random landmarks imaginable across state. Oh look kids, a rock shaped like Abraham Lincoln. The remaining 10% is spent eating from fast food joints and gas station. And every 10 minutes, someone in the car needing to go pee. This person hates road trips so much that they would rather stay home doing homework for 8 hours a day. And when they come back to school after break, they're somehow more exhausted than before the vacation started. Honestly, this is probably the student you feel sorry for the most. They don't choose how they spend their spring break. They are kidnapped and forced to do what they don't want to do. Now, before we move on to number 5, I just want to give a shout out to Cringy V1, Natterby X7K, and Cfire Y4Q for leaving an encouraging comment on the last video. Moving on. Number 5, the iconic party animal. This is the main character of Spring Break, and you just know so because he is the thumbnail of the video. This entire week operates in 3 modes: underage drinking mode, party mode, and hangover mode. While everyone else relaxes by chilling, hopping on Minecraft, or hooping with the boys, this person's relaxation is hard partying and training their liver till failure like they're in the gym of drinking. You can find them at random spring break festivals, house parties, or even someone's cousin's birthday that turned into a 200-person gathering. And you already know they are posting everything on Instagram and Snapchat, as if they got the highlights of an NFL game. They will usually post blurry videos of people screaming Travis Scott and Don Toliver's song lyrics, teens shotgunning beer, and captions like, YOLO, your teens in 20s only happen once. Honestly, no hate, but sometimes this person can become the most cringe/awkward student of them all, especially if it's their first ever party or festival, and they're more focused on looking cool for social media than actually enjoying the moment. Moving on. Number 6, the group chat mime/comedian. The moment spring break begins, this person despawns from reality and responds inside the group chat. Every message on the group gets the same response. Someone asks, wanna hoop? He sends a meme. Someone asks, let's play Minecraft. He sends a TikTok. Someone asks, who's coming out tonight? He sends a voice note that sounds like a dolphin screaming. He never actually answers the question. He communicates entirely in a nonsensical language based on memes, stickers, TikToks, and random audios. At first, it's funny, then after about 3 days, it becomes incredibly annoying. And you just know when spring break ends, he suddenly responds in real life like nothing happened. Everyone forgets his 2-week disappearance and returns to being a normal NPC again. Moving on. Number 7, the let's start a business friend. Every spring break, this friend appears in the group chat with a new business idea, like it's a new episode of Shark Tank. And according to him, this one is guaranteed to make everyone rich. He found it from Andrew Tate's Hustler University. His past ideas track record consists of drop shipping, digital marketing, pressure washing, car detailing, and a clothing brand made entirely with Canva and ChatGPT. Then he convinces everyone to invest in his new idea. Bro, we just need $50 each. This time, it will be different. The average millionaire fails 7 times. Eventually, the whole group gives in. They pull in their money, buy supplies, start the business, and exactly 3 days afterwards, he gives up and announces the same thing as before. The market is too saturated. We're one failure closer to generational wealth. At this point, the group knows the truth. Their money would be safer in a 10-leg parlay than in this guy's business ventures, because this man has zero discipline. He survives purely on motivation from Andrew Tate reels and think life works like Disneyland. Anyway, spring break hits everyone differently. Some work, some rot in bed, and some are just trying to survive a road trip with Cousin Billy. Leave a comment down below if you know any of these types, or if I missed a type. Now go watch this video on screen. Bye!